Welcome everyone. Today we tackle a topic that's important for all. Prepping on a budget. We'll explore why being ready for any scenario doesn't necessarily mean draining your savings. It's all about smart choices, budget-friendly alternatives, and some handy DIY solutions. From planning and prioritizing to food storage, water purification, shelter, and security, we'll cover all the bases. We'll also delve into cost-effective medical supplies and the importance of community in prepping. So, buckle up and let's dive into the world of affordable prepping. Prepping is not about spending a fortune, it's about planning and prioritizing. This belief is at the heart of our approach to prepping on a budget. A well-thought-out plan is the foundation of any successful prepping strategy. It's not about hoarding every possible item you might need, but about making wise decisions based on your unique circumstances. So how do you create a prepper plan? Start by assessing your needs. What threats are most likely in your location? Are you in a hurricane zone, an earthquake-prone area, or somewhere with harsh winters? Your location can significantly influence your prepping priorities. Equally important are your personal circumstances. Do you have medical needs to consider? How many people are in your household? These factors will guide your prepping decisions. Now let's talk about essentials. These are the non-negotiables, the things you absolutely can't do without. First up, water. It's said that one can survive up to 3 weeks without food, but only 3 days without water. Next, food. Opt for non-perishable items that can provide you with the necessary nutrients during a crisis. Shelter is another top priority. You need to ensure you have a safe and warm place to stay, regardless of the situation outside. Security is another key aspect of prepping. This could range from reinforcing your home to learning basic self-defense techniques. Finally, medical supplies. In a crisis situation, having access to basic medical supplies could mean the difference between life and death. One thing that can really help with planning and prioritizing is creating a prepping checklist. This can help you avoid unnecessary expenses and ensure you're not forgetting anything crucial. It can also help you track your progress and stay organized. Remember, good planning is the first step towards efficient and economical prepping. It's about making the most of what you have and preparing for the future without breaking the bank. So let's get planning and start prepping. Food is a fundamental part of any prepper plan, and it doesn't have to be expensive. Let's dive into some affordable ways to store food for the long term. Bulk buying is an excellent method for saving money. When you buy in large quantities, the cost per unit typically goes down. Consider teaming up with friends or family to split the cost and the bounty. This way, you'll get more for your money without needing to store an overwhelming amount of food. Sales and coupons can also stretch your budget. Keep an eye out for discounts on non-perishable food items at your local grocery store and online. And don't overlook store-brand products. They often offer the same quality as name-brand items, but at a fraction of the cost. Now let's talk about DIY food preservation techniques. Canning, dehydrating, and pickling are all effective methods for preserving fresh foods. You can usually find affordable equipment for these techniques at thrift stores or online. For dry goods like grains and legumes, consider using Mylar bags and oxygen absorbers. This combination can keep food fresh for years, and it's much cheaper than commercial food storage solutions. Finally, let's discuss what types of food to stockpile. Focus on low-cost, nutrient-dense items. Rice, beans, pasta, and oats are all inexpensive and can form the base of many meals. Canned vegetables and fruits are also a good choice. They offer essential vitamins and minerals, and they're shelf-stable. Remember, when it comes to food storage, variety is key. Having different types of food not only ensures a balanced diet, but also prevents food fatigue. That's when you get so tired of eating the same thing, you'd rather not eat at all. So, try to include a range of food items in your stockpile. With these strategies, you can build a substantial food stockpile without breaking the bank. Remember, prepping is about being ready for the unexpected, and with a well-rounded, affordable food storage plan, you'll be well on your way. Water is life. Let's talk about how to store and purify it affordably. When it comes to water storage, a little creativity can save a lot of money. One of the most cost-effective solutions is to repurpose food-grade containers. Think about those large plastic pickle jars or juice containers. Thoroughly cleaned and sanitized, they make excellent water storage vessels. Just make sure to store them in a cool, dark place to prevent algae growth. Another efficient and budget-friendly method is setting up a DIY rainwater collection system. A simple setup might include a clean barrel, a downspout diverter, and a fine mesh screen to keep out debris and insects. Remember, collected rainwater should always be treated before drinking, as it can carry bacteria and pollutants. Now, let's move on to water purification. Boiling is one of the most reliable methods. It kills most types of disease-causing organisms and doesn't require any special equipment. However, it does consume fuel and might not be feasible in all situations. Making a DIY water filter is another inexpensive solution. You'll need a container, some gravel, sand, and activated charcoal, layered in that order, from bottom to top. Pour in the water and let it drip through the layers, which will help remove many contaminants. Then there's bleach, a common household item that can be used to disinfect water. A few drops in a gallon of water can make it safe to drink. But remember, it should be unscented bleach with no additional cleaning agents. Finally, there are affordable portable water filters and purification tablets on the market. These can be lifesavers in a pinch and are well worth the investment for their convenience and efficiency. Remember, clean water is a necessity, not a luxury. Whether it's for drinking, cooking, or hygiene, having an ample supply of potable water is paramount. By using these affordable storage and purification methods, you can ensure your water needs are met without breaking the bank. Be smart, be resourceful, and most importantly, be prepared. Scene script. Shelter and heat are essential for survival. Let's explore some budget-friendly options. When it comes to ensuring a safe and warm shelter, there are cost-effective ways to make it happen. One of them is through DIY insulation techniques. Insulation is key to maintaining a comfortable temperature in your shelter. You can use materials like bubble wrap, cardboard, or even old clothes to insulate your space. These materials can be found for cheap or even free, and they can add an extra layer of warmth to your shelter. Another inexpensive way to stay warm is to use blankets, sleeping bags, and thermal wear. These items can help retain body heat and are especially useful during colder months. You might already have some of these items at home, and if not, you can often find them at thrift stores or garage sales for a fraction of the retail price. Now, let's talk about heating. While a traditional heating system might be out of your budget, there are alternative methods that can keep you warm. Consider portable propane heaters. These are cost-effective and can provide a lot of heat. Just remember to use them in well-ventilated areas to prevent carbon monoxide buildup. Another option is a DIY solar heater. With some basic materials like aluminum cans, a wooden frame, and a bit of elbow grease, you can build a solar heater that uses the power of the sun to warm up your space. Finally, let's not forget about candles and tea light heaters. These are not only affordable but also dual purpose. They provide both light and heat. A single tea light can warm up a small room for several hours. Just make sure to follow safety precautions when using open flames. With these tips, you can create a warm and safe shelter without breaking the bank. Remember, prepping doesn't have to be expensive. It's all about being resourceful and making the most out of what you have. With these tips, you can stay warm and safe without overspending. Security is critical in any situation. Let's look at some affordable ways to protect your home and yourself. Ensuring your home's safety doesn't mean breaking the bank. Simple reinforcements to your doors and windows can make a world of difference. A deadbolt lock, for instance, is a cost-effective way to strengthen your doors. For windows, consider security film. This clear layer is easy to apply and can help prevent glass from shattering on impact. For an extra layer of protection, consider a do-it-yourself alarm system. There are many affordable kits on the market that are easy to install, and they often come with window and door sensors, motion detectors, and alarms. You can also add decals or yard signs from security companies to deter potential intruders, even if you don't have a full-fledged system. Budget-friendly security cameras are another excellent investment. Look for options with night vision and motion detection. Remember, the goal isn't to create a fortress, but to deter potential threats and give you peace of mind. Now let's talk about personal protection. This isn't just about physical strength, it's about being prepared and aware. Inexpensive self-defense tools like pepper spray or a sturdy flashlight can be effective. But remember, these tools are only as good as your ability to use them. Take time to learn basic self-defense techniques. There are plenty of free resources online, and local community centers often offer classes. Even understanding the basics can give you an advantage in a dangerous situation. In the end, the most effective security measure is vigilance. Pay attention to your surroundings, trust your instincts, and have a plan in case of emergencies. Remember, a secure home is a safe home. Health is wealth, let's talk about affordable medical supplies and hygiene practices. In the realm of preparedness, having a well-stocked first aid kit is as essential as a pantry full of food. But a commercial first aid kit can be pricey. The solution? Assemble your own. Start with the basics: bandages, antiseptic wipes, tweezers, medical tape, and a digital thermometer. Add in over-the-counter medications like pain relievers, antihistamines, and anti-diarrhea tablets. Don't forget a first aid manual. You can often find these items at dollar stores, or buy in bulk online to save even more. Now let's talk about prescription medications. If possible, try to have a small reserve. Discuss this with your healthcare professional to see what options are available. In a pinch, knowing natural remedies using herbs and plants can also be beneficial. Moving on to hygiene. Cleanliness is not only essential for comfort, but it's crucial in preventing infection and disease. First up, toilet paper. This is one item you don't want to run out of. Stock up when it's on sale, or consider sustainable alternatives like a bidet attachment or washable cloth wipes. Next, soap. Whether it's for hand washing, bathing, or laundry, soap is indispensable. Bar soap tends to be cheaper and lasts longer than liquid soap. Look for multi-purpose bars that can do it all. Toothpaste and toothbrushes should also be on your list. Dental issues can become serious if left untreated, so maintaining oral hygiene is a must. Lastly, consider DIY sanitation solutions. A simple bleach solution can be used for disinfecting surfaces. Homemade hand sanitizer can be made with rubbing alcohol and aloe vera gel. Remember, being prepared isn't about having the most expensive gear. It's about being resourceful and making the most of what you have. With these tips, you can maintain good health and hygiene without spending a lot. As we wrap up, let's recap some key points and share some additional tips. We've talked about creating a prepper plan, prioritizing essentials, and staying within budget. We've explored affordable food storage options, water storage and purification, budget-friendly shelter and heat options, cost-effective security measures, and essential medical supplies. Now let's touch on some additional tips to help you prep on a budget. First, consider thrift stores and garage sales for your prepping needs. You'll often find useful items at a fraction of the retail price, particularly camping gear and kitchen utensils. Second, learn to repair and maintain your gear. This can extend its life, save you money, and be a valuable skill in a survival situation. Third, remember to rotate your food and water supplies to keep them fresh. This not only ensures you'll have palatable supplies when you need them, but it also prevents waste. For further learning, there are many resources available. Books such as The Prepper's Blueprint by Tess Pennington and Prepper's Long-Term Survival Guide by Jim Cobb provide comprehensive guides on prepping. Websites like The Survivalist Blog and The Organic Prepper offer a wealth of information on budget prepping. YouTube channels like Prepsteaders and City Prepping deliver practical tips and tutorials. The internet is also home to numerous prepper forums and communities where you can exchange ideas and advice with like-minded individuals. Local prepping groups and workshops can provide hands-on experience and community support. Remember, knowledge is a valuable asset in prepping, and many of these resources are free or low cost. Lastly, don't feel overwhelmed by the cost or the scale of prepping. Rome wasn't built in a day, and your prepper plan doesn't need to be either. Start small, focusing on one area at a time. As you build your supplies and skills, you'll gain confidence and momentum. It's important to remember that prepping is not about living in fear, but about being prepared and having peace of mind. It's about knowing that should a crisis occur, you have the means to protect and provide for you and your loved ones. Prepping on a budget may require some creativity and effort, but it's certainly possible and within reach. As you embark on your prepping journey, keep in mind these tips and resources. Remember, prepping is a journey, not a race. Start small, stay consistent, and your efforts will pay off.